Al, we are almost out of this first arc
Oh, snap.
of Shirobako.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. There's no other words to describe it. But wow.
Will we get rid of the creepy doll ending once this arc is over?
I don't know if they're involved in the second ending, but it's going to be a different ending, an opening.
Okay, good, because I don't like those dolls.
You do not like the dolls.
They're creepy.
But we got some stuff to figure out today as... Hello, welcome to episode number 9 of Jared Now Watch Shirobako.
Mhm.
I'm Jared, that's Doc Allen Lady, of course.
Hello.
And we are discussing episode number 9 entitled, What Do You Think I Was Trying to Say? Which, Al, I must ask you, what do you think I was just trying to say?
I don't know.
Well, all right. That's a great episode. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week for episode number 10.
I don't think that's how this works.
Oh, that's it. That's the entire episode. We're going to have the
No.
shortest episode ever. It's a minute long.
No.
Probably like 2 minutes because there's the intro, the opening song and everything.
Because Jared and Al have not yet watched. I mean, we've watched, but we haven't talked
We've
about
watched, so we've done our job.
our dob.
We've done the thing.
We've done our Dobby. He's a
We've
good
done
boy.
Oh, God. Give him a sock.
Not like that. Give him his sock. Let him breathe.
I get that reference.
Oh, good. I'm glad you do.
As much as like all Harry Potter just flies over my head. I watched all those movies. Could not tell you a single thing about them.
I mean, you know that Dobby exists.
Sure. Quidditch.
You said something about the sock. You know that he exists.
You're a wizard, Harry. They do the magic. There you go. Anyways, hello. Today on our episode, we still have a storyboard to finish up.
Uh-huh.
It is still we're a month out from when the episode has to be delivered. So things are not good.
Yeah.
Like they need to get their butts in gear.
There's a lot of pressure right now.
By their butts, I mean the director.
Yeah, he's not doing a good job right now.
He is not on the ball. He's also trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do with this ending.
Yeah.
And essentially he is like questioning like what was my goal with this entire show? Like what was the entire purpose of it? What was I trying to say with it? What was my authorial intent with this show?
That's a good way to put it, man.
I studied literature.
I am proud of you.
Which of course authorial intent is not the be all end all of what a piece of media says, but
Correct.
But that's what he's trying to figure out. Like he's gotten close to the end of the storyboard. He's almost done with this episode, but like he doesn't know how to finish it.
That is always hard.
That is always hard. That is definitely a problem that can face any creator, no matter what they're doing. So that's what he's trying to figure out.
Do you face that, Max?
Max is always facing that.
Do you not know how to end things?
He's got no bones.
I know. He has 0 bones, and he keeps trying to put his butt on the laptop, and I really don't want him to.
He wants his butt to be warm.
I mean, I can put a blanket on his butt.
Go get a heating pad.
And he doesn't have to sit on my laptop and press buttons.
He's like, I'm going to sit here, and this is all I do.
I'm going to type with my butt.
Type with my butt. Anyways.
That's his authorial intent. There we go.
There
to
you
type
go.
with his butt.
Yes, exactly. We get a brief glimpse. I almost tried to combine both of those words together into a grief glimpse or blimps.
You've been doing that a lot today.
It's late. Kind of. I've just been tired today.
Yeah, same.
We get a brief glimpse of some of the higher ups at Musashino trying to negotiate with a company on doing an anime adaptation of a specific manga that is very popular at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We will check back in on that at a later date. But
Is that the ponytail guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the president, man.
Well, not the president, but another higher up.
Okay.
Because the president's the little old dude.
But he approved of it.
Yes, correct.
Because I remember him talking at one point, but
Mhm.
the ponytail guy is there for a fact.
Yes. We also go to one of the 5 girls that is the protagonist of the show, Misa. She's working at her CG company that she's at. She's making wheels, and she's not feeling her job. She's like,
No.
oh, I've been making wheels for a while.
Am I ever gonna do anything but make wheels?
Yep. She learns that some of her coworkers who have been there longer have just been making car parts all this time, and she's like, am I going to be stuck here just making car parts this entire time I'm here? This is not exactly what I wanted to do.
Kicks a tire at one point.
That's not a good idea.
No.
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 Like, especially because it was like aired up. Like, that's going to hurt.
Yeah. She tried though. She was putting out her rage on the tires.
As someone who has changed tires before, including taking tires off a rim and putting another tire on there, there's a lot of air in there. A lot of air pressure.
My tires take 33 psi.
That is pretty normal. Usually it's around 30 to 34 depending on the vehicle. Could be higher or lower. Also depends on the weather, so you want to differentiate that as well for temperatures and all that sort of stuff to make your mileage all good and all that jazz.
Man, I'm learning things.
I was going to be a mechanic at one point.
I know, you told me.
Mm-hmm. And then I was like, nah, dog.
Now you write about anime and video games.
Yep, what a change.
That's way cooler.
She's also lands a little bit of a side job. She's going to do Walla for a specific anime, which is like, I think they call it the Prince of Baseball, which is a parody of the Prince of Tennis. I don't know if you get the subtitle notes that I get on my copy.
I don't think so.
That's a bummer. Because it'll basically tell you, like, this is what this means, essentially, at times.
Oh, man, really?
Mm-hmm. So, like, when they talked about the show, they're like, this is a parody of the Prince of Tennis.
That sucks. I want to know that stuff.
You got to buy the home video release. So she is getting worked up for that. She goes to do the job and basically gets a little bit overzealous and enthusiastic and like
She does it all right.
Yells something and they're like, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
Too enthusiastic.
Too enthusiastic. Back up. And she just like goes back into the crowd and just kind of
whispers it.
She's not happy with it. She goes and has dinner with Misa and Midori, which they all kind of like have discussions about their issues with work and everything. Misa goes and talks to her company president about like, hey, are we gonna do anything besides cars? And he's like, nope.
That's what we're known for.
This is what we are known for. This is like what we do. And like people are now coming to us for specific jobs because they know we do good work in this side of the industry. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do.
Yay, tires.
So yeah, more tires.
She
and then
is tired of the tires. I tried.
And then the end of the episode is the director basically coming to the conclusion, hey, I don't like this ending. I think we should change it.
Yep.
And Honda's like, ah! So they bring the scenario writer in, a man by the name of Shimeji Miyatake, and he basically kind of like sits down with the director and Honda, and they kind of just have this discussion of like, okay, what was your entire goal with this project? What were you trying to say with it? What do you think of, the characters, the story? What do you think should be the main goal, the end goal for this entire series? And basically that kind of like gets the director to like, really think about it, come to like a good conclusion and like, figure out, okay, like, over the course of the story, we've had these themes, these goals in mind for these characters, and this is what we have said so far, so we should continue what we are doing, and this is the way we are going to continue this. And essentially this comes up with a very bombastic ending, where like the original ending was like, oh, they're going to take off on an aircraft carrier and fly off, and that's it. But now like they're just like, oh, we're gonna go to this fake version of the Tokyo Dome. They're gonna do a performance. The cops are gonna be there, and then people are just gonna
Bang down
rush
the doors and show
rush
up.
through the stadium and show up, and then like the lights are gonna go down. The cops are just gonna open fire. And then the lights come back and they're gonna be gone. And then a cowboy is gonna show up with hundreds of horses, and they're gonna escape via horseback. It just gets more ridiculous and ridiculous. It's really good.
It's amazing.
But they come up with an ending that like everyone is happy with, and that the director's like, all right, this is what I want. This is the kind of ending that I would approve of. This is exactly like what I'm trying to say with this entire project. So let's go with it. Even though like they had already like gotten an aircraft carrier like modeled and done up. They're like, nope, we're scrapping that. Done. We're going with this. But they have the road to the ending is on the way.
Yay!
But now Aui's like, oh god, this is going to be even more ridiculous. Ah. And that's how we end our episode.
A lot of retooling now.
She does. Considering they're like less than a month out by this point.
Yup.
Things are going to be hasty. But that's how we're going to wrap this episode up. Next time we will be discussing episode number 10. It's called Just One More. Uno. That's all I know.
Nice.
So if you'd like more from us, go to seasonlanguagecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Language Checkup and the Season Language Checkup OVA. You can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. And if you follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. So next time, let's figure out exactly what is just one more.